Good morning. I want to talk today about who we really are, about that part of ourselves that is truly the divine nature, the divine human, the God being that is walking along this planet, having its experience. So often when I express myself in the daily diaries, they will be anything from the excitement and joy that I am feeling to the everyday decisions and choices and experiences that I'm having, to the moments where I'm really feeling. And I want to talk to you a little bit about that because I want you to understand that when I'm in those moments where I'm feeling whatever I'm feeling, like I was in the past couple of days with the overwhelm, or even yesterday, because yesterday was actually the day a year ago that I decided to tell my husband that I was leaving. And we are meant to have those experiences, and when emotion and feeling rises up, we are meant to allow that to be embraced and felt. And I think that we've become a society that has gotten too numb, or a society that feels that it has to hide itself rather than being transparent, rather than knowing it's okay to express one's feelings and emotions and thoughts in a way that is gentle and loving and conscious. Because I think that we have gotten to be a society that believes seeing that sort of expression means something is wrong, that this person is broken, that they are wounded, that there's a problem, that it needs to be fixed. And I think where the uncomfortability really lies is for the person that is watching. Because the person that is watching, number one, is perhaps not wanting to see something within themselves that would feel just like that. And number two, this innate desire for us to save someone, this innate desire for us to make it better. And at times when we're seeing people in their emotion and in their experience, we don't know how to make it better. And I feel like the greatest thing that we can give another person is our presence and the space that we know that they're okay. Because in reality, they are okay. In reality, I am always okay. In reality, I am the divine one that has come here as experience, to experience itself, as Simran sing. And you are the divine one that has come here as experience, to experience yourself as you are. And so if you're in the midst of your tears, or in your upset, or in your joy, the greatest thing that I can do for you is just allow you to be you, allow you to have your experience. And if there's nothing else that you gain from this entire year of the Rebel Road and my daily diaries and all of my sharings, it would be, will you allow yourself to be so real? Will you allow yourself to have who you are? Will you get so comfortable in your own skin that you're okay expressing any and all emotion, and you're okay with the comfort or discomfort that it causes other people? What I want you to know is that over the past 7-8 years, my own self-realization and growth and evolution, I feel, has been accelerated because I allow myself to feel what comes up. It was the way that I knew how to get through so many of the things that I was going through, because I realized that I had become this kind of brick wall, this non-feeling movement on the earth that was really numb. And so I decided to start feeling, because I had never cried. I never cried until I was 36 years old. And partially that was because of a generational inheritance that took place. In my mother's household, she was never allowed to cry. She was told that if she did cry, that she would bring more bad to herself. And so she suppressed emotion and never let herself cry. And growing up, we were told that you're not allowed to cry. And that's one of the most beautiful healing, detoxing experiences that one can have. And so until I was 36 years old, I didn't really allow myself to fully feel the beauty of crying. And now when I experience something like I experienced in the last couple of days, or like what happens normally, because we are here to embody this experience, I literally dive into the emotion and let myself feel the juiciness of it, the romance of it, the beauty of it, because it's all divine. It's all divinely inspired. There's a difference between conscious emotion and allowing that to happen and express and release, and unconscious reaction, which just lets it have at it at the world. What I do is conscious emotion, which means I'm willing to embrace myself, accept myself, be comfortable in my own skin, of allowing what needs to rise so that something new can take place. And the reason that I share this on this daily diary on a daily basis is to let you see that it's okay to have a vision, to go for something grand or small, to allow yourself to be who you need to be and open up to all that that entails, to be willing to have every piece and part of emotion and thought that rises up in the creation of that vision, so that you have the full experience of it, the full romance of it, that you are lover and beloved with your life and all of experience as you're moving through. And so I am so grateful for the concern and the calls and the emails and everything that came with it, because it just helps me feel that connection even more of my oneness, and which is what I was ultimately, I think, wanting in the first place. But I want you to know that I am completely, 1,000% okay in every moment, as are you, and as is every other person that is in your experience. And if you could allow yourself to see every single individual, despite what they're going through, despite their dysfunction, despite what their face looks like or their body contorts in, if you allowed yourself to just see them as the God being that they are, that has chosen an experience and is dived into that experience fully to know it so that it can move on to something else, then what could you really focus on in your life? Are there people in your life that you're focused on their pain so much, or how to fix their pain, or how to coach their pain, or how to adjust their pain, that you use that as the excuse not to be in your power, not to be in your own presence, not to be in the full expression of love, emotion, and action, sacred action, for your own life? So I say to you today, the divine in and as me always sees the divine in and as you, regardless of what you're going through. And that is the beauty of being human, being spirit, and being experience. In love, of love, and with love, I'm Simran Singh, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Be well.